Hey guys, Jarek and Komodo here, going to be doing some more CSGO Team Deathmatch, this time using the Famas. I like the Famas, it's a gun I've always actually really liked, and I feel like it's a love it or hate it thing. People hate this gun or people love it. I never feel like people are indifferent about it. Now, I remember you said something about it looks weird, and I guess you just don't like the way it looks.
Got like a box on top.
That's the carrying handle. I like the way it looks. I like what the charging handle is. I like bullpups. You know, I've always liked the Famas. It's weird. I like weird guns. I'm tired of this generic M4 that you see everywhere, which part of that has to do with airsoft. Everyone and their mom has an M4. It's so boring. Okay, like it. I'm just tired of the stereotype in general of airsofters that are like, I want to look so operator and tactical. I need my M4 with a million rails and all these different attachments. Like, you're not cool. It's just the same damn thing everyone else has. I don't want to be the same guy everyone else has. Being normal is boring. I want to be different.
I can agree with that. There's no argument there at all.
But yeah, you know, some people are going to like it, some people are not going to. It's definitely one of those things where you love it or you don't. It's probably not the best looking bullpup around. I think that would, in my opinion, probably go to the Type 97. Which you probably don't even know what that is.
Nope.
Okay. This is actually going to go to one of the questions, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. If you guys want us to answer your questions, leave a question down below in the comments. We'll try to answer it in a future voiceover. Somebody, and I don't know... oh, here we go. Infinite Sorrows 21, real angsty username. This person asked me, what is my favorite gun IRL? So, that would go to the Type 97. Definitely. The Type 97 is... It looks like it just works. Something about it doesn't really stand out as being, like, overly flashy. It just looks like a good, solid bullpup assault rifle. Now, this will kind of lead into airsoft a little bit. I did business with a company called Real Sword. They're based in Hong Kong. They make a Type 97. The Chinese military uses, their main gun is a Type 95, which is basically the Type 97 in a different, a round that's more natural to China. So the Type 97 is just basically the western part of the world counterpart. They essentially take the external body from actual Type 95s and then make the airsoft Type 97. The thing is the most comfortable gun I have ever held in my life. Like, it feels like a bullpup M16.
I feel like I remember you talking about this before. Showed me like a video on it and everything.
It's a gun that I like. It's definitely, you know, I gotta give it up there and say it's my favorite gun. I just love the thing. Seconds probably be the F2000 or the XM8, most likely the XM8. You know, they're just guns I like.
That guy went flying.
Yeah, that happens a lot in this game. I don't think you're not really too into guns, so I don't think you would have much of something to say about that.
Well, I haven't had really any chance to handle any, so no, I have little to no opinion on that.
Yeah, and that will eventually change. I haven't gone shooting in 2-3 years. It's been a while. Ammo is expensive. I need to go out into the mountains, do some shooting. You know, it's not hard to get out of the city here, but, you know, I have other things I'd rather spend money on, especially with how expensive ammo is. So, I do plan on eventually going again, and I'll drag you along to go shooting, which I'm sure you'll be fine with.
Yeah. Like the water park.
Okay. We went to Wild Waves last summer, as I usually do at least once a summer, and you just were so adamant in not going.
Hey, fat people don't belong in water
You
parks.
are not that fat. This is... Okay, we're getting way off topic here. Let's go back
to guns.
Or let's just go back to the questions, because I pretty much answered everything I need to answer. Alright, so this next question, is racism a problem in Portland? And the question basically said, is racism a problem where you live? So I just put Portland in there. No and yes at the same time. Now, you moved here from LA.
Yeah.
And in comparison, I'm pretty sure you can say it's really not a problem.
Now, in normal everyday life...
Fuck no. That guy, by the way. That guy would bullshit me like 3 times in a row with an AK from across the map. He did it right here again. I figured, no way he's going to be able to shoot me here. I might be able to get a headshot while he has no idea, because I got a clear line of sight. Nope, killed me anyway. Fuck you, buddy.
But yeah, in normal everyday life, to me, no problem whatsoever. Nobody really seems to even notice that I'm black here. At work? Jesus Christ, I swear, I walk up to a person, hi, how are you doing today? "Oh, I'm just looking." And then one of my coworkers, who is white, walks up. "Hi, how are you doing today, sir?" "Oh, well, I'm looking for this, this, and that in the TV." Fuck you.
That might be a little bit of an exaggeration there, but there is also a lot of Russians that go where you work.
Don't even get me started. I have nothing against Russian people. Trust me. It's just the people that come to my store that just so happen to also be Russian.
Yeah, I'm gonna be flat out honest here. Russians are going to be more comfortable talking to white people than black people. That is something I have noticed, and it just doesn't change. And I don't really get the vibe that they're racist. I just get the vibe that they just are indifferent and just don't care.
I actually get this one guy who's Russian all the time. Oh my god, I can't.
He's Russian all the time, so are there people that are Russian half the time?
Shut up! You know what I meant there. There's one guy that's Russian that comes in all the time. Okay. Is what I meant to say there. He always comes in and he buys tablets and he buys laptops and he returns them, saying that he can't get them to work with the Wi-Fi, so there's something wrong with it. And he's said several times that he's in a hotel, and it's like, you do know that you need, like, information to log into their Wi-Fi there, right? And this guy, we always clearly explain the return policies. He buys a PS4. A PS4, that is not an investment you make on a, maybe I can do this thing, this specific thing with it. So he buys it, takes it to the same place, can't get it to connect to the Wi-Fi, tries to return it. You can't. With all of our game stuff, games and consoles, you can't return them once it's open. Which is kind of crappy, but it's understandable. And yeah, like, he tried to, like, raise a huge stink about it. I don't understand why can't you just go, "Oh, well, the return policy was clearly stated to me, I have to face the music." No, I'm gonna raise a big stink and pretend like I didn't know just so I can get my money back. It's not gonna work. I'm sorry, it just isn't gonna work. Rant over. Sorry, thank you.
Anyway, back on topic though. I honestly had no idea that racism was really still a problem in a lot of parts of the country until I traveled around. Because you simply just don't see it here. Now, there is one spot of the Portland metro area that is kind of notorious for, I don't want to say racism, just notorious for people being dicks in general. So, for most of the city, it's middle class. I mean, almost all of the city of Portland metro is a middle class city, which I love because, it's better than having those rich snobs running around. But there is one rich area kind of out of the way of Portland Metro. That's Lake Oswego. Now, one of the nicknames we have for Lake Oswego is Lake No Negro. There is a reason we call it that. It's full of rich old white guys that are racist and they don't like anyone. They're intolerant. And, I've heard people in Lake Oswego literally say, "I don't want my kids on the bus with them." Like, these are the types of people we're talking about. So, in general, when it comes to Portland Metro, there really is no problems. Like, racism just doesn't happen until you get to Lake Oswego, but the good news about that is they seclude themselves away from everyone else. They want nothing to do with you, and that's fine. I don't want anything to do with them either.
You know, it's funny. I had a job offer at a place in Lake Oswego. I'm kind of glad that I didn't take it now.
Yeah, I don't know how long that would last. Hey, you want a knife? I hate that area. I really do. It's just kind of the rich, snobby area, which is sort of why I'm not a gigantic fan of Seattle. Seattle's a real love-hate relationship, like I've explained before. I like the city, but there is definitely a lot of rich snobs in Seattle. There's just a big money class difference.
I wonder how much hate we're going to get from this video.
I'm just telling it like it is, and those chickens are just dancing. You saw it, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
They're just running in circles on the ground. And people don't like to hear the truth. I hate to say it that way because it's just going to make people more mad, but problems don't get solved unless they're pointed out. So if you never address anything and you just dance around the problems, nothing will ever get done.
Agreed.
So I'm not really worried about offending anyone. I never have been. I just kind of am myself, and if people don't like it, well, then they're probably not going to like me, and I'm fine with that. That means the people I actually do talk to will like me more. No, that's just how you find good friends. Alright, so we got not much more to talk about, but let's just go ahead and go through one more question. Once again asked by Infinite Sorrows 21, the edgy username. What game would you consider to be a guilty pleasure? Aside from Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2's multiplayer, which I can't even think is really that guilty because the general consensus is that people like the game, honestly. Like, people seem to agree with that. People seem to think it's perfectly fine. What I probably will say is my guilty pleasure, Legendary. That game was... I don't want to say it's like... And the only reason I say this is because the game wasn't necessarily...
good?
The game was not bad is the thing. Like, I was surprised at the reviews. It wasn't an amazing game, but all the reviews were like, it's a 2 to a 4. And it's one of those things I legitimately don't understand at all. Because I thought it was fun, I thought it was okay, it was a good time waster, I just didn't think it was amazing, but no way is it a 4. Like, this is one of those things where it's perplexing to me. I did not see how it was that bad.
You told me to get it, I got it, and I don't remember the last time I touched it, and I never beat it.
I don't remember how far I went. Some of the set, like, what do you say, some of the set scenes for it, like the city falling to shit, was really amusing to me. And the creatures were fun to fight. It wasn't just another generic military shooter. Like, you were fighting all these weird mythical creatures, and I was okay with this.
Those werewolves had no fur.
They were like rat wolves.
Yeah.
A little bit. But yeah, that's been some more Counter-Strike Globally Offended. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and we'll see you later.